Hi guys, today I have another tag video for you, and I've just die cut some manila card and a piece of pattern paper. The die I used was a WPlus9 Tag die, and it's the largest one. I think it's set 2. And now I'm just going to distress the edges with some black soot. And today I actually chose a sticker as my main focal image, and so I chose I believe papers and colours that I thought would coordinate well with that. The sticker has a sort of botanical theme, and so this pattern paper is leafy, and it goes really well together. And here's the sticker that I was talking about, and now I'm just trying to choose a sentiment or a quote from this piece of Kaisercraft paper, and I'll list all the supplies I used in the description below. I don't remember exact names of paper collections and things like that offhand, but I'll list all those details below. And now I'm just having a look at it, see how it looks together, and I like how it looks, so I'm going to distress the edges of the little quote that I used, and I'm using black soot and peeled paint distress ink. And sometimes I like to use 2 different distress inks to get a more sort of custom colour, I suppose. These are some little pegs I bought from Kmart. They are super tiny. I think they were about $3 a packet or something like that. And now I'm just going to use some of that peeled paint to distress the peg so that it coordinates with my tag. And actually I really like how this turned out, because it kind of looks like it's been sitting around in the garden for a while and got a bit of growth on it with that colour. It looks like it has some moss on it or something. So that turned out quite well. Happy accident. These are just some little tiny paper flowers, and I'm just going to distress that also with the peeled paint just to customize it and help it coordinate with my tag. And these are some butterflies I recently made. I just stamped a bunch of butterflies and watercolored them with some distress ink, and I just chose one. I think this is like a bow bunny one. It's a really tiny little butterfly, and it seemed to fit my tag very well. It's painted in a way that makes it look sort of vintage, and right now I'm just going to trim the edges of my sticker because it has a bit of a white border, and I feel like it will probably look better without the white border. Now I'm just going to add some adhesive foam tape to my sentiment, and now I'm just trying to fit them all together and see how that works. I like how that fits, so I'm going to put some foam squares on the back of my sticker rather than stick it directly down, just to give it a little bit of dimension. And now I'm just using a little bit of glue. This is nothing special, it's just glue I bought from Target. It was, I think, $3 for the bottle. Now my butterfly, the back of it, as you can see, is white, and so that will show up when I bend it and try and make it a little bit more dimensional. So I needed to colour the back of that a little bit just to stop that showing up as stark white. I'm just going to add some small embellishments, some little faux pearls and sequins and things like that, just to give it a bit of sparkle, I suppose. I'm using glossy accents to adhere all that. I use a pin. I know it might sound strange, but I use a pin to adhere everything rather than tweezers, because I find with the little rhinestones and things, they get stuck to the tweezers and they won't come off, and it's kind of a nightmare. But this way I find the pin, you just push it straight off the pin, it goes straight on, and it's so easy. Now it's time to add some ribbon, and I just grabbed some random ribbon from my stash that I felt would coordinate well, and it's sort of a really dark grey, almost black coloured ribbon. And I'm going to cut from the same tag die the little reinforcement circle thing that you put on the tag just to reinforce that hole. It takes me a little, I try to do a double bow, and it takes me a little while to decide how I'm going to tie the bow onto the tag, because if anyone's ever done this, it can be quite tricky just to get it to sit just so, but I eventually figured out a good way to do it. Now I have this Distress Mica spray from Holtz. I think it's the bronze colour, but I will write in the description what colour it was, and I'm just dabbing little bits of that around just because I like it. It actually gives I don't know, a little bit more sparkle to the tag, and also helps coordinate the ribbon and the tag as well. Right now I'm just going to use some distress ink on this paper, white cardstock, and I'm just using the peeled paint and vintage photo, and I'm just creating a background because I'm going to die cut some pieces out of this cardstock. These are some dies from Holtz, leaf dies, and I really love the ivy dye. I really like how that looks, so I'm going to use some of those leaves on my tag. And I've decided I wanted to put a twig on the tag as well, so now I have to make a backdrop for that as well. I'm just using the vintage photo and I think walnut stain for that. Excuse the wobbles while I die cut. It shakes my desk a little bit. I'm sorry about that. Now I'm just deciding where I'm going to put the leaves and the twig and how I want them to fit, and then I'm going to adhere them down. Now I just have that mica spray again, and I'm just dabbing a little bit on the leaves. And that's it, and my tag is finished. Thank you so much for watching today. If you liked my video, please subscribe.